Whoo-wee. All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. Just came back from the rental car company. Had to reserve my car again. You know, I do the rental car. Been renting cars. I don't lost track of time. How many? Over 10 years. At least 10 years. I've been renting cars, and mainly now I do it for my business. So it's good write off and all that stuff. So there's videos on my channel about why I rent cars. So if you're interested, if you want to know why, just look in my playlist, or just type in Griffin Notary rental car, and there's at least two or three videos out there that me talking about why I rent cars. Okay, that's why, and you'll see and the reason why has not changed. Okay, hasn't changed. But look, we out here in this world doing what we got to do. Well, things are going to get harder, things are going to get tighter, things are going to get more frustrating, and we got to find a way to stay the course. We got to find a way to stay encouraged. We got to find a way not to get taken advantage of, not to just fall for the okie doke. Sometimes we got to be alone in order not to get taken advantage of. Sometimes we got to be with a group of trusted people so we don't get taken advantage of. Whatever the case may be for you, that's what you need to do. If you're going to be around people, then make sure those people are solid. You check them. You make sure that, okay, they're going to do me right, be right, and all of that. They're not leading me down a path of death and destruction, because that's what, they trying to get over on me. You need to make sure that the people who are with you, are supposed to be with you, are really with you. And then you need to do the same. Make sure if you want to be with them, you be with them, and find a way to support one another. If you're going to just roll by yourself, then roll by yourself, and don't be ashamed of it. If you're married or in a committed relationship, make sure you and that person are committed to each other. Make sure, not committed, y'all. If you're in a committee, y'all committed. Make sure you and that person are on one accord about what you need to do and how you need to do it in order for you to be successful. Support one another, be there for one another. It starts at home, instead of always looking for people externally to support you. And I know sometimes it's hard for people within the household to do it, but sometimes you got to work with them, and sometimes they got to work with you, because you might not be the one being supportive, and grow into learning how to support one another. That's something that is really, really missing within the family structure, which opens the door for people to get taken advantage of, because now you're sitting here, you want support, and then this person seems like they are supportive, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna trust them, and next thing you know, you $10,000 in the hole running behind that person, even if it's just $500 in the hole. You gotta find a way to vet these people. But I think when you have somebody within the household that can support you, and you can support, you increase your ability to make money, because you're not being taken advantage of. You're seeing things that they're not seeing. They're seeing things that you're not seeing, and you got to have trust for one another. It doesn't make sense to be in a relationship with somebody, and when they give you advice, you don't even at least try to consider it. And sometimes you may not seem like you're considering it, which that's look like me all the time. It seems like I'm not, but I do. My wife knows I do. She tells me stuff, and I'm like, and then I go ahead and I sit back. Okay, I'm up 1 o'clock in the morning thinking about what she told me. All right, yeah, that makes sense. So there's things sometimes I want to talk about on the YouTube, and she like, nah, I don't talk about that. I'm like, but I want to. And she like, nah, don't do that. And I'm like, okay, and I don't. And there's a couple of times where I did. But when I talked about it, I knew what she meant, and I curtailed the way I was going to talk about it, so that it would be, it wouldn't come out the wrong way, and the point that I was trying to make was received. So sometimes, I can just come guns a-blazing, and sometimes I have to learn how to curtail the way my delivery and all of that, and then sometimes I don't care, and then she knows when I don't care, I don't care. But I do listen to her and take her advice. So that's why some videos you don't see. Sometimes it takes me a while. That's why sometimes I don't do a video, because it takes me a couple of days to really just get myself in the right mindset to say it the right way, then I will go out and do it. Now, this is spontaneous, this video. But the point of what I'm making is you got to be able to work with each other. If you got folk in your home, if you're working with people outside the home, you got to make sure you have the right trust with them. They have the right trust with you, that everybody can depend and be there for each other the right way so that we can all move forward. We got too many people taking advantage of folk. We got too many people getting over on folk. And the biggest problem is that we got too many people not saying anything and allowing it to proceed. You got to say something. If somebody's doing you wrong, then you need to have receipts on that and show that they're doing you wrong. Not just you doing you wrong because, well, I mean, they delivered what they said they were going to deliver, but I'm just mad because, you know, I didn't do my due diligence to realize that they weren't going to deliver this. I wanted this and they delivered that, which they said they would, but I never told them that I wanted this other stuff, or this is what I was really trying to learn, or whatever. You got to make sure that if somebody's doing you wrong, it's because you have communicated, this is what I want. I want to know this. I want to learn that. I want this product. And then they have failed to provide that. And that's going on out here. And that's why sometimes you're going to have to do the hard thing of speaking up for yourself with receipts. Not just speaking up, because a lot of people like to speak up emotionally, but they have no receipts. So you're just going to have to grow up, because some of us are immature in the area of looking out for ourselves. We want other people to look out for us. We want other people to do what's right for us. We got to do what's right for ourselves. Make sure that we be studious in whatever it is we're doing, so that we can have the best advantage of, you know, an opportunity to succeed. And I think if we do things that way, I think everything else will fall in line for us. You know, will it stop the scammers? No, because there's always going to be somebody out there willing to not do what it takes to be successful and get scammed. But you don't have to be that person. You can change that for your life. And that's what I'm encouraging y'all to do today. And change the chances of you getting scammed from even 1% down to 0, so that you can move forward in your life and move forward in what you have decided to do, whether it's W-2 work or a business, a relationship, all of it. It really, really matters that you start taking inventory of your life and taking responsibility, and then holding others accountable for what they said they would do for you, you know, and help them sometimes, because sometimes people need help to do what they're supposed to do for you. I know I be needing help. You know, the channel members help me out all the time by reminding me of things, because I get busy sometimes, and they'll remind me, say, hey, Griff, remember this? Or, hey, Griff, remember that? And like, hey, thank you for reminding me. And then I get to, hey, Griff, remember you're supposed to meet tonight and you're supposed to help me with this? That's right. Thank you for reminding me. And I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. They help me out, and I appreciate the help, so that I can be all that I need to be for them, and then they can move forward in this business like they desire. And that's, to me, what needs to happen. Everything doesn't need to have a price tag on it. You know, everything doesn't need to be limited to, I'm going to give you, you know, 30 minutes for $30. But sometimes you just need to help people and everything. And then when the proper time comes, if it needs to be paid for, you pay for it. It's that simple, you know. But we got to find a way to work with each other honestly and truthfully, and not keep trying to get over on each other. And I think when we do that, there'll be a lot more peace in our individual life. There'll be a lot more peace within the confines of this here planet that we have. But let's be honest, reality is that somebody's always willing and want to try to get over. That's why we got to take that stand. But at least you can have peace within your life and within the small circle of influence that you have within your family and friends. All right, y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later. Peace.